Good evening, everyone. It's Monday, July 11th. It is 7:02 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All members of council are present, either here or virtually, besides Vice Chair Lapellis. 8 tonight. If there's no objection, I'm going to pass the consent calendar as presented. Hearing no objection, it is passed. I ask that communication items A through M be incorporated into the minutes of our meeting. Number 5, public participation. I will begin with those of you who are here physically in the room. Is there any member of the public that would like to participate at this time? No? All right, anyone here digitally that would like to participate at this time, please remember to unmute yourself. I do think that is Kat's phone number. Is that right, Mr. First Selectman?
I'm sorry, say that again?
That's likely Kat.
Yes, that is.
All right, well, hearing no one wants to participate tonight, we are going to close public participation for the evening. We have a few appointments. Item A, Resolution 2284, consider and act upon a resolution regarding the appointment of Alicia DeSanti of 171 Meadows End Road to the Housing Authority with term ending October 31st, 2024. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution?
So moved.
Resolution 2284, resolve that the Monroe Town Council hereby approves the first selectman's appointment of Alicia DeSanti of 171 Meadows End Road to the Housing Authority with a term expiring October 31st, 2024. I motion by Mr. Rooney. And is there a second?
Second.
Second by Donald Wales. Discussion, Mr. Rooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. DeSanti has been a resident of Monroe for 12 years. Currently has 3 children in the Monroe school system. Alicia has a bachelor's degree in early childhood education and a master's degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages, as well as a postgraduate certificate in applied behavior analysis. Mrs. DeSanti is interested in serving on the Housing Authority to help Monroe with the needs of the community. I ask that you place this approval. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rooney. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adopting Resolution 2284, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. No nays is 8-0. All right. Item B, Resolution 2285. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Resolution 2285, resolved that the Monroe Town Council hereby approves the first selectman's appointment of Jeff DeSanti of 171 Meadows End Road to the Economic Development Commission with a term ending January 31st, 2023. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
By Mr. Rooney, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Donald Wales. Mr. Rooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. DeSanti has been a resident of Monroe for 12 years and has 3 children in the Monroe school system. Jeff has been working in the finance industry for 18 years, builds a bachelor's degree in marketing and an MBA in finance and economics from St. John's University. Jeff volunteers for Monroe ARSO and is interested in serving on the Economic Development Commission to help the town continue to build its economic success while maintaining a balanced approach to development.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rooney. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for vote. All those in favor of adopting Resolution 2285, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. Hearing no nays, this passes 8-0. Item C, Resolution 2286. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Resolution 2286, resolve the town that the Monroe Town Council hereby approves the first selectman's appointment of Vincent Duva of 49 Rollage Pond Road to the Housing Authority with a term ending October 31st, 2023.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Rooney, is there a second?
Second.
By Donald Wales. Mr. Rooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Duva has been a resident of Monroe for 7 years, has been an attorney since 2002, and currently works for the state of Connecticut. Vincent has a strong interest in getting more involved and ensure that the needs of the community are met by serving on the Housing Authority.
Thank you, Mr. Rooney. Any other discussion?
Mr.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to point out that I had a chance to meet and talk to Mr. Duva and highly recommend his appointment.
Thank you, Mr. O'Rourke. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2286, please say aye. Aye. All those against, please say nay. Hearing no nays, this passes 8-0. Attorney Duva, please step forward if you would like to be sworn in this evening.
Good evening again. Ready to respond?
Come around?
Yeah, come around, sure. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that you will faithfully discharge according to law your duties as a member of the Housing Authority, the Monroe Housing Authority, to the best of your abilities, so help you God, or upon penalty of perjury?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Attorney Duva. All right, item D, resolution 2287. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Resolution 2287, resolved that the Monroe Town Council hereby appoints the first selectman's appointment of Hadassah Kaplan of 78 Gaybower Road to the Economic Development Commission with term ending January 31st, 2027. Is there a motion?
So moved.
By Ms. Martin. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Rooney. Ms. Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hadassah Kaplan, 78 Gaybower Road, has lived in Monroe for 2 years and is a sophomore at the University of Connecticut in Stamford. She feels that given her experience in community outreach and a desire to help local businesses, that makes her a good fit for the Economic Development Commission. Darcy volunteered in the Wolf's Den playground construction and is looking forward to expanding her community service. Fills a vacancy created by the expired term of permanent.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2287, please say aye. Aye. All those against, please say nay.
I did have a question on the term. Why is the term 2027?
Well,
Sorry.
there is. Not, you can ask us after.
2022.
It says 2022.
No, it's 2022 council year.
Yeah, no, 27.
Term ending January 27. How long are the terms?
I'd have to go back to my list, but without objection, I mean, we can validate the term and it would be, make sure it's consistent with the charter, but there's no,
Scrivener's error.
probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Good eye.
All
And
right.
also just a reflection of that, just to tell the rest of the day is when these appointments get sent forward, the town clerk does check that for, correctness in regard, because it's very easy to be off a few days. So it's always corrected at the town clerk's office.
Thank you, Mr. Rooney. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adopting resolution 2287 with the caveat that the term ending date will be verified, please say aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. Hearing no nays, this passes 8-0. Item E, resolution 2288. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Resolution 2288, resolved that Monroe Town Council hereby appoints Rick Smith of Hillcrest Road to the Western Regional Tourism District Board of Directors with a term ending July 11th, 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Katuska. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Rooney. Ms. Martin?
Is this your appointment, isn't it, Ken?
Actually, so this is my recommendation. This appointment per statute is a appointment of the town council. I am recommending Mr. Smith, as he is currently a member of the Economic Development Commission, as we've done in the past, and given that the mission is consistent with that of the Economic Development Commission and the desire to have robust communications regarding tourism in the state of Connecticut with the Economic Development Commission and have ongoing coordination. I always ask for EDC members who may be interested. And Mr. Smith had indicated a desire to serve, and that's why the recommendation is before the council.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Quick question. Do you need to swear him in because this is a regional board or?
It is a regional board. I don't think
No swearing required.
it's probably not necessary. If we find out it becomes necessary, you can certainly take care of that prior to the next meeting.
Okay. You're staying in your seat tonight. You're staying in your seat tonight. All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. Hearing no nays, passes 8-0. Thank you, Mr. Smith. All right, action. We have no more appointments this evening. Action items. Town Council Committee on Finance, Education, Health, and Public Safety Matters. Vice Chair LaPellis is not here this evening, but I do believe that the First Selectman would like to have a meeting sometime in the summer.
Yes, now that we're kind of past, I know we want to wait until after the budget process. There's one, we've been, there's a few ordinances that are under review. One of them is the tax abatement as applied to volunteer firefighters and EMS. And I think that's probably the number one thing on their list that we'd like to kind of pick up where we left off and see that through.
Great, thank you. All right, Town Council Committee on Planning, Zoning, Public Works, and Park and Recreation Matters. Mr. Rooney.
We have not met, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Martin.
For Park and Rec, their meeting is, I believe, next Monday. And traditionally, the July meeting has been for the commission to get together and do a tour of the park, just to see the updates and that kind of stuff. And we talked to Ms. Oros, and she said that's probably what they would be doing for July.
We know there's a major update there.
I thought they were meeting tonight, Ms. Martin, actually.
Right?
I believe it is, yeah.
Changing it.
I may be wrong. I just put it out there, yeah. So,
All right, I'll check with her.
sure.
Shoot.
You can go to the park anytime you'd like.
It is indeed scheduled for tonight on the town website.
All right. Town Council Committee on Legislative and Administrative Matters, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We did meet tonight and we discussed both new items on the agenda, the KGA and Newtown Savings Bank. So those will come up as part of new business.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, Strategic Planning Committee. We will meet July 20th at 7 p.m. to discuss the vehicle replacement plan for the various fire departments, as well as the fire study. I believe a packet went out by the First Selectman this evening for the members to review for that meeting.
Got it.
Okay, great. EMS Building Committee, Mr. Rooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I spent about a half hour out there today, made a visit. I've been on the phone regularly with Chris DiCarlo from Burlington Construction, as well as John Krasnewski. Everything is going extremely well. The visit today revealed that we have the stone in on the right side. All the heating and plumbing looks like it's in. I'm sure they're getting regular inspections. So they probably have an inspection tomorrow. I got to talk to them, see when they're going to pour that, but it looks like it's ready to pour. The underlayment that we've been waiting for was installed on the left side of the building. So if you go by, you'll start to see an actual structure coming together. The right side just has steel. So once that inside gets poured, they'll finish building the walls. It's not nearly as involved on the right side because we don't have a second floor. So that'll go relatively quickly. It'll be really good to see because once that floor is poured and they're inside, like I said last meeting, it's going to take on a whole different speed, which is good. But we're out of the ground. So that's the biggest part of any of these projects is getting it out of the ground because that's where all the invisible things are. Budget seems to be good. We're looking forward. We may have something with garage doors because through the project, like I mentioned before, the garage doors have started to fail. I'm getting regular complaints and calls and maintenance on those. So we may have to come back to council and talk about that because during the feasibility study, that wasn't something that was a problem, but through the progress of the project, it has become an issue. But other than that, everything looks good. Nothing negative to report. Everything's going relatively smoothly unless Ken has something that I don't know, but it seems to me we're all,
Nothing but good things.
yeah, very happy with the progress. Like I said, we said it before, we're looking at, you can't hold to it, weather and things of this nature, but it's looking like a second week of November completion. That's kind of their projection. Could be ahead of a week, could be behind a week, but I'm just, so this council and the taxpayers of this town know that that's what we're looking for. And the EMS personnel certainly like to see us getting them in there for Christmas. So that being said, that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
A quick question.
Sure, Ms. Martin.
How much more has to be done on the ledge?
Oh, that's done. You approved the payment last council meeting.
Or it's completely finished? Okay.
And you approved the payment last council meeting.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. Thank you, Mr. Rooney. Item F, Open Space Preservation Acquisition Committee. Mr. O'Rourke.
Mr. Chairman, we have not met since our last meeting.
Thank you. First Selectman's update, Mr. Kellogg.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a few updates tonight. One is the wireless communications tower going up in the behind Chalk Hill from ARX Wireless. Just an update on that. The generator shelter is expected to arrive this week for installation. The tower itself has been delivered to the site. It is not assembled yet, but it will also be scheduled to be raised this week as well. That's the quick update there. So they're well on their way of getting that finalized. Just as an aside, we have gotten notice from one carrier, AT&T, that they will be, they've gone to the Connecticut Siting Council looking to be on that tower. We're awaiting to see if other carriers will follow, which we expect. The Wolf Park Fields project, just wanted to update from the last meeting, question on timing with TPA, our design engineer. They've advised us that they will have final drawings delivered to the town in August, which would put us on target to present to Inland Wetlands at their August meeting and Planning and Zoning at their September meeting. Just wanted to make sure everyone was aware that Parks and Rec family events, the typical events every summer are well underway. 3 family movie nights were held in late June and early July. Their family character nights started June 22nd and they're running through this week. And last but certainly not least, the concert in the park program starts this week on Friday and will run every Friday through August 19th. And lastly, some business updates. I know there's been some questions on the Panera Cafe development. The developer has advised us that the interior work should now be commencing this week. That portion of the project is being done by Panera themselves. We've been advised that they have secured their contractors. And again, we expect that work will start this week. 2 restaurants that have finalized their permanent outdoor dining. In the Monroe Diner, their patio is complete and open. And Austera Romana had done some renovations to their patio, primarily an awning and enclosure that allows them to use that year round. Again, both of those are open and in progress. The Center for Natural Healing, which is an acupuncturist in the Clock Tower Square, is now open. Hartford Healthcare, which is the urgent care center in Village Square, has completed some renovations to their lobby, and they've also installed new imaging equipment, fairly complicated, expensive X-ray equipment. And Flames Restaurant, I know I had reported that they would be open in June. They've advised us that they've moved their date to July because they're still working on some interior renovations, but we do expect that they will open in July. They've already requested their final inspections from health, et cetera. So that is my update. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kellogg. All right, we have no other action items this evening. We have no matters of unfinished business. New business item A, resolution 2289. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Resolution 2289, resolved that Kenneth M. Kellogg, first selectman of the town of Monroe, is authorized to execute and deliver on behalf of the town of Monroe the InfraFi Network Deposits DDA-MMDA Deposit Placement Agreement, Custodial Agreement, and any associated documents by and between Newtown Savings Bank for the DDA-MMDA option of the InfraFi Network Deposits Service. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Martin. Is there a second?
Second.
By Donald Wales. Mr. Kellogg.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this agreement was precipitated by the change in the town treasurer. The town treasurer is specifically listed in the ancillary custodial agreement that's also before you. In the process of doing this, so in the process of changing over the treasurer, Newtown Savings Bank advised us that the current agreement that we had, which was formerly called the ICS service that was done through Promontory, is now called IntraFi Network Deposits, and they have a new agreement commensurate with this. Again, this is functionally the same thing that we were doing under the prior agreement that ensures that we have our assets spread through multiple financial institutions to keep under the FDIC insurance threshold. So it's to the town's benefit to continue this. Again, it's simply a name change that Newtown Savings Bank has requested that we execute all new agreements that reflect the change simply for their own housekeeping. And again, Finance Director Banowski is here if you have any other questions that I can't address, and you have the town attorney's letter of opinion in your packet in this regard.
Thank you, Mr. Kellogg. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2289, please say aye. Aye. All those against, please say nay. Hearing no nays, this passes 8-0. Item B, resolution 2290. Can I have a motion to adopt the following resolution? Resolution 2290. Resolved that Kenneth M. Kellogg, first selectman of the town of Monroe, is authorized to execute and deliver on behalf of the town of Monroe services agreement and any associated documents by and between KGA Incorporated for the employee assistance services for the police department. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Donald Wales. Is there a second? Second by Terry Rooney. Mr. Kellogg.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm sure the council is all aware that we have an employee assistance program. It has been, the town had engaged behavioral health consultants for that program for many years. Behavioral health consultants is in the process of transitioning their business through a sale to KGA Inc. We have a couple of different agreements with them. The one for the police department has expired as of the end of the last fiscal year. And as such, we need to enter in a new agreement. HR Director Craig Hirsch, who's here with us this evening, has looked into KGA Inc. and has found that they are not only providing an acceptable, but actually increased services at the same cost. So you have the town attorney's letter of opinion as well. Again, this is one of two agreements. We will be coming to council again in the near future upon the expiration of the second agreement, which is for all other town employees. But the only one up for consideration this evening is for the police department.
Thank you, Mr. Kellogg. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2290, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. Hearing no nays, this passes 8-0. There is no second public participation this evening, as there are no unfinished matters of unfinished business and there are no unfinished matters of new business. I am adjourning this meeting at 7:26.